Mackenzie Schmidt here, and I am here with my Friday favorite, Valerie Fowler. And Valerie and I met, it's probably been like a year or so ago through networking and quickly became fast friends. And so I'm so excited to get to share her with you today. So, Valerie, introduce yourself and tell us all about your business.
Awesome. Hey guys, I'm Valerie Fowler, owner and head trainer at Inspired Fitness by Val, and we are a local gym right here in Goodlettsville, Tennessee.
Awesome. All right. So you have an amazing story, but tell the audience about how you started your business and why you're a trainer.
So it's interesting. My business didn't originate as a business. This was, my goodness, this was well over 20 years ago when I, as a almost 300-pound girl and only 5'3", in my mind, this wasn't rocket science. I'm like, I know we have to move. I personally had to move more, and I needed to change how I was behaving with food. And I went on, at the time, Craigslist, because Facebook was not on the surface. And I just said, hey, I'm looking for women who want to get out and walk with me and meet at my house on Monday nights for a weight loss meeting. And we don't know what we're doing. And I was very, very honest about that. I said, nobody really knows what we're doing, but we're just going to do it together. And we're going to share ideas and we're going to whiteboard things. And that is exactly how it all began. It was really as a community group called Women for Weight Loss. And that was actually, I mean, we still have shirts. It's so funny with our Women for Weight Loss logo on them. But that was early 2000s when that happened. And I must have put that advertisement up in late October, early November. It must have been in November. By January, there were 40 women out on the Greenway with me in the freezing cold. And honestly, it's just continued after that. Now, how it became a business was as I began losing my weight and wanted to do more with the women who were working with me. I just felt very compelled to get certain certifications. I had, at that point, I literally was envisioning myself, working in gyms and working with people for fitness. Did I ever think that this would come as a child? Absolutely not. I was the girl that if you talked to me when I was a kid and you're like, what are you going to be when you grow up? I wanted to report the news, and I had no intentions of this ever happening, but you know what? God sometimes has other plans, and that's exactly how it became a business.
Awesome. So you mentioned their certification. So tell us about some of the certifications you have and how you can use those to help people.
Okay. Well, in 2010, I started teaching group fitness for both Vanderbilt, their Health Plus, which is their employee gym, and the YMCA's of Middle Tennessee, specifically downtown Nashville was my home center. And gosh, I started out with Zumba. And then I actually acquired several Zumba certifications, including Zumba Gold, which is your certification for teaching to senior citizens or people, not just senior citizens, people that maybe just have maybe less mobility. Mm-hmm. And gosh, it went into Ripped, which is a choreographed version of what I call the P90X. It's crazy, crazy hard. Body pump, spin, water. Oh my gosh, yoga is one of my very favorite certifications to teach. But right before the pandemic hit, I was eliminated from my corporate job. And at that point, I knew that, I was 51 years old, I think, at the time. And I knew that I needed to go full-time being self-employed. So I got my personal trainer certification at that time. I already had a nutritional certification, although I've gotten more since then. I do have a coaching certification in weight loss. And so there's certifications upon certifications, but in my opinion, those don't even matter as much as I know that this is my calling in life. Mm-hmm. Yes, those educate me. Yes, those teach me the right things to do and how to physically handle my clients. However, I also just know that this is my calling in life. This is what I'm supposed to do in life. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does. I love it. You can definitely tell when people have that calling and passion for what they do. It comes out in everything they do. So, what is the most rewarding part of what you do?
Seeing when they receive their reward or their achievements. When they can come back and say, I'm seeing this, I had this victory, I had this win, this is going on, and it's an absolute result of what we're doing here in training with you, Trainer Val. That's where I find the most reward and the most joy.
Awesome. So, what are some of your most popular services or programs that you offer?
My one-on-one personal training here in our gym facility, as well as online, my Navigating Menopause program. Those are my two most popular.
Awesome. So if you could describe your business in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Encouraging, engaging, and exciting.
Awesome. Love it. So what is your favorite part of the day with your business?
For sure when my clients are here. Absolutely. When my clients are here training on campus in the mornings, that is my most exciting part of the day. I want to be with them. I want to be engaging with them. I want to be encouraging them. I want to be the one who's hearing their stories and telling them my stories. We're constantly just sharing and chatting and talking about their lives and their dogs, talking about my lives and my dogs. We just have a really good time and a really great sisterhood.
Awesome. So talk a little bit about if someone were to reach out to you and say, hey, I'm interested in training with you, what would kind of that process be like?
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to train with me, reach out to me in any form you have. You can text me on my phone. You can reach out on any of the social platforms. Just send me a message. I do check the message requests also, so I do get them. If you're afraid that, oh my gosh, she's not going to get it. No, I really will. I do get it. Reach out. What I'm going to do first is just set up a time at your convenience to bring you in to sit down and we just have a talk. Okay. Doesn't cost you anything. Just let me book you an appointment. You're going to come in. I would like to get a little bit of, hear your story and a little bit of information about you as far as where your goals are. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do with your own body and your own weight? And what we'll do is we'll sit down and talk. We'll take a tour of the gym. I explain and I show people exactly how I train my clients. So I will show you what the trainings look like and kind of show you all of the areas that we're training in, what things look like there. And then I give you an opportunity that if you want to join what we're doing, you will have an opportunity that day to be able to sign up for training. And then we get you on the calendar.
Awesome. Perfect. That's awesome. So, tell us how you mentioned all the ways to contact you, but give us a little bit more contact info where they can reach out to you and find you and all the things.
Absolutely. So my cell phone number is 615-397-7260. So you can text me or call me either way. I am present on Facebook at either Valerie Fowler or Inspired Fitness by Val. Instagram, you'll find me under Valerie Fowler. I believe Val Inspired is probably the shorter version of that, or it's Inspired Fitness by Val. I am on TikTok under Val Inspires, but I really don't use it. But you'll see me create my video. I create videos in TikTok.
Gotcha.
So I can bring them over to Facebook. Don't tell anybody.
That's okay.
I do that. Let's see here. What am I missing? I am on LinkedIn. I guess it's under my own name also.
Okay. Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's inspiredfitnessbyval.com. That one's easy.
Perfect.
So look at my website, inspiredfitnessbyval.com. Whenever you're on there, you will see that our next Navigating Menopause is beginning on Monday, May 5th. So you're going to want to sign up for that. That is an online program. You do get exercise as well as teaching about nutrition, about hormones, about it all. So women, I want you to look that up, sign up for that, or you can come and train with me in person.
Perfect. Awesome. And I will make sure to share that with the audience too. And thank you so much, Valerie, for spending some time with me today. And I'm glad that I was able to share you with everyone out there. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Bye.